EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here we go.
On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check. Ready. 19. Go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Bronco 7 Pirates. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Throwing now is Daniels. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
18, Pablo 18. Ready.
Here's Daniels. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw now, Dart. His throw incomplete. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
70, Hawk 70. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Come on. Set. 18.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
To throw is Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. It's Garner. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Dart going to look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing his Dart. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. In motion, Slayton. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing his dart. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over possession here up at the 44. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
70.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd down and 6.
Come on, let's go.
Daniels looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanted to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
To the air goes Daniels. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush 1, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Daniels. And now another one thrown incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That's caught downfield by Neighbors. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants! Malik Neighbors, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, and even better run for big yardage.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 18.
7-7, our score after one.
There's first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set. 70 line. Go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Second down and 8.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. Cowboy.
Now they'll change things up.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ready.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
18.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now Daniel's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the edge.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized his offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Throwing, Dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. That's complete to Slayton. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Giants first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Giants.
Let's go. 60
To the air, Dart. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Titus Howard, right tackle, the man flagged for that one. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Dart. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Come on.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Street. 1918. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ready, break. Buffalo 18. Tag. Pass it. 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Check smash. Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 23. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At the 23-yard line.
Two. 19 target. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Malik Neighbors. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Daniels. There's a sure one pulled in by Simmons. Down the right sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
19 shot. Go check. Go check. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The Giants in the first half of play. Here's Dart. Caught out one side by Robinson. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. So here's a 1st and 10. And Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
To throw is Dart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Giants 14.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw, Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That one taken in by Neighbors. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New York.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First down, here's Scalabrine. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? Let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw now, Dart. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Play action, now it's Daniels.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lane. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First carry of the game for Zamir White.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Come on. Set.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Giants 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First down, Giants.
Play action now. Dart. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Throwing his dart.
That's complete. It's Collins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
A 2-yard gain on
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Dart going to look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go, here we go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bronco leading.
And he'll decide to keep this once more.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Ready, ready,
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check smash. Come on, come on. Set. Ready.
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ready. Cougar 19.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 21.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Daniels looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2. It puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Here we go, here we go. 70 step, go.
They go play action. Daniels. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Dart. And that one complete downfield to Johnson.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Dart. Now he's loose down the middle of the field.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Go! Hawk 70, go!
Now it's Tracy.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
24. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
And they take a knee.
Ready, ready? Bronco 80.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Stephanie. Viking 18. Ready?
And they will take a knee here.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Commanders,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles